If you're feeling sluggish and tired at work, like you're just not maximizing your productivity, then today I'm going to give you 3 things that you can introduce to maximize your productivity. My name's Rory, and I help business owners and high-achieving professionals achieve 120% through some simple changes in their life. Number 1, the greatest productivity hack that is out there is very simple. If you are regularly consuming alcohol, and I'm talking about consuming any amount of alcohol on a weekly basis, then changing your relationship with alcohol will be the biggest productivity upgrade you can give yourself. Hands down, full stop. Alcohol is like the keystone habit. It kind of stops you from doing all of the other habits well. And when you remove it and you are given clarity and energy and focus and better sense of intuition and better sense of yourself, your productivity will skyrocket. The second thing you need to do is do a time audit. This comes from Stephen Covey's wonderful book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I'm sure you know it, but he has the key quadrant. This time quadrant is based on some simple factors. On one side, we have urgent and not urgent. And on one part of the matrix, we have important and not important. Most of us spend most of our time in quadrant 1. Quadrant 1 is where we are stuck in fight or flight. The things flying in. They're super urgent, they're super important. We're just rushing around, answering, being responsive to all of those things. And now because of that, because we spend so much time in that fight or flight space, we divert down to quadrant 4, which is not important and not urgent. That's scrolling through Facebook, numbing out, drinking alcohol, eating cake, watching too much Netflix. Anything to soothe the amount of fight or flight I've had in. And this is where a time audit comes in, because where we should be, truly as leaders, as managers, as business owners, is spending 70% of our time in quadrant 2. And quadrant 2 is the important stuff. That's the stuff that feeds your soul. That's getting perspective. It's reading good books. It's personal development. It's working on yourself. It's coaching. It's self-care. That is the powerful stuff, because it's super important and it's not urgent. But most of the time, because it's not urgent, we just put it and brush it under the carpet and it gets swept under by quadrant 1. So that's the second productivity hack. Use this guide and go and do a time audit. Work out during your day, set your alarm every 15 minutes and work out what quadrant you are in at that moment. Number 3 is all about eating the frog first. This is a brilliant idea by author Brian Tracy, where he talks about tackling the most difficult tasks first. Think about the most challenging things, the ones you don't want to do, the ones you're procrastinating on. Do those first. Get them done early in the day, because then you're left with the easier stuff, the things that you'd like to do. And that's just easy and in flow. And you've got rid of the big tasks and the dirty bits first. So eat the frog first. There are also some great books around this, like Atomic Habits, James Clear, The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg, things like that will really support you. Okay, let's summarize the top 3 things to increase your productivity. Number 1, change your relationship with alcohol. Everything else comes off that. Number 2, do a time audit. Get honest with yourself. Spend more time in quadrant 2. You know you want to. And number 3, eat the frog first. Do the difficult bits. Crush those things you're procrastinating on. Okay, if you enjoyed these productivity tips and you would like to find out some more tips, tricks and hacks on how to optimize every area of your life, then you might want to check out the link below. See you there.